we can use it as toilet paper.
What? Take a look around you, man. It's worthless. Whatever. Let's go.
I want somebody to show me what the word charagma equates to an RFID chip, or does it equate to a stamp?
Go on.
And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him.
And all that what? The whole world is worshiping the white man. Keep that in mind.
The image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed.
That's what the many that did not worship the image of the beast goes to back to verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. When he made war with the saints, with the natives, when he made war with the Israelites during the Spanish Inquisition in Spain and Portugal, and
it's beyond an RFID chip.
That's a lot we just heard. One brother said the RFID chip ain't got nothing to do with it. Another brother said that Caesar Borgia is the image of the beast. The mark is not sin or spiritual, it's physical. It's physical, right? And it's the number 666 is the number of a man. And he is pushing a system, a beast system. Right, first off, I give all honor and glory to my Heavenly Father Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rahak Wadash, double honors to those apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all you brothers and for you sisters that are watching. So, going into the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, from 16 to 18, specifically 16 and 17, there's a stumbling block right here. Right? And brothers are making up their own doctrines and coming up with their own ways instead of following what John the Revelator saw. And this is a new technology that's being presented, all right, by the United Nations, by the World Economic Forum, and the world leaders. They're all wicked. They're coming with a cryptocurrency, all right? It has a patent number of 060606. That's the patent number. So that number is inside of a device, and that device is going to go under your skin once this new system is implemented all the way. We see what's going on with bank tellers systems around the earth right now, around Babylon, even in Europe. All right, banking systems are going down, no cash tellers. You can't use cash in most places. So how do you buy and sell with sin? No one's answering this question. How is this mark spiritual? It's physical, and it's going to be inside of you. Your DNA is going to be rewritten. This is what they're bringing, so that the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and His Son does not recognize you, because you're going to be owned by that all, by Esau, Edom. And America is that whore that rides the beast. And what we're showing you is the image. All this technology, his pseudoscience, right? You're not being able to buy and sell unless you do it his way, right? By putting that charagma in you. That's the badge. That's the stamp that this brother was speaking of. You know, you don't get a black stamp and just stamp your hand and say, you know, with ink and say, show somebody. No, it's going to be in you. And I was listening to Elder Ariala out of the Dallas camp. Listen to what he says. He says the same thing that I just said, and then we're going to show you.
See that blockchain and biometrics. It's not going to just be fingerprinting in your eyeball. It's going to be in you.
Right, it's going to be in you. And what the priest was speaking about is this system that is likened to a beast system. Because again, Esau's DNA is going to be rewritten so that you're able to, get around, all right, to function in society in this new world order, right, where they have these smart cities like you're seeing right here. You got the electric car up top, gas stations, your house is all tied into it, you're in the cloud, right? Every move, and purchase, okay, is going to come by way of this cashless society, by blockchain. All right? Blockchain. Every ledger will be recorded. So this has nothing to do with a stamp. It has nothing to do with sin. No, this is a new system being implemented by the wicked that the Lord identified. Right? So when we read the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter, how do you buy and sell if you don't have this new currency by the way of digital? You see? Hey, I'm looking at you too strange, because we don't have the answers. You spent 5 hours on your dissertation, okay, a soliloquy of scriptures, but didn't have this breakdown.
Now you see where it says new stamp added to dashboard. That's gonna be that. That's gonna be that charagma, and that QR code is gonna be on you or in you. Now the phone is gonna be cut out. That middleman part with that whole phone thing is gonna be cut out.
That's right. That's going to be cut out. So now you're going to become the phone. Right? You are the walking hotspot. So they have this technology. They spent trillions of dollars to implement this system. So they're in Davos coming up with all these things while Jake is still worried about being proud. We're going to show you right now how it's going to be in you, how you will operate. Now, I found this clip from a movie I watched, what the Lord led me to, and it goes exactly into what the elder was speaking about. You're going to become that phone. The technology is going to be in you. See, it's all blockchain. The fourth industrial revolution is here. Right? When we're looking at this right here, 2 Thessalonians identified this man. And this is how he is going to attempt to play God. By tapping into your biometrics, all right, and able to rewire and do what he wants to do. He's going to rewrite the code. And whoever takes this device, that person will be officially purchased on the left-hand side to Esau, Edom. You will belong to them. Now remember this comment from Klaus Schwab. It says, World Economic Forum Chair Klaus Schwab declares on Chinese state TV, China is a model for many nations. Right? And what he meant is what you see right here. All right? This draconian, dystopian life where you're being tracked. All right? And see what's going to happen is this tracking is going to be in you. It's going to start off with buying and selling. Right? But right here you would see that everything is on the grid. Your weight, your height, what you own, where you live at. Everything is on here. And what did Aaron Russo say when he had that interview, speaking of the Rockefellers? He said they could turn the chip off anytime. And that's part of the reason why they're implementing the system, all right, with the carbon footprint to track you. You see, this is what John the Revelator saw. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 13, 16, and he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor. That's not talking about nations, rich nations and poor nations. That's speaking of individuals. Every person must bow down to this system, right? This woman right here is being plagued by the system that she's in because she has no control. Do you think they're not going to have body hackers and all these things? You see, it's why we have to trust in our Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh Shai. All right, and it says, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, and we're going over this mark. We're going over this stamp, this badge. There's no other way to function in life. All right, or you're going to be ostracized in society. You either get down with this or lay down. There's no buying with cash, right? There's no buying with any other method but what they're going to present. So we read Revelation 13, 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark. The mark is what they're presenting, and the name of the beast and the number of his name. You see, right? It's this whole system that I've been showing you. that brothers have been showing you, right? Going into that charagma. This is the prophecy that's imperative right now because this is what they're working on. And just like IUIC said in the beginning of this video, that the whole world worships Esau. The whole world doesn't worship Esau. Other nations have their own gods that they follow. And as the prophecy states, okay, free or bond, rich or poor, everybody's gonna have to get down with this system right here. All right, now this is from the ID 2020. It says, transforming our world according to the goal 16.9 from the United Nations, transforming our world, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, planned document. By the year 2030, every human on Earth will have a legal identity. Microsoft is helping to provide this legal identity for the UN 2030 Agenda goal. Now, we hear about Klaus Schwab and all these other elite bankers speak about 2030. All right? And it says, anyone who does not receive a digital identification ID will be unable to buy or sell goods or services. This same Microsoft published cryptocurrency using body activity data patent in March 2020, okay, with the international publication number of WO 2020 060606. Those numbers are inside the chip. All right? That's the signature. So the question remains, how do you buy and sell with philosophies, of man's philosophies and doctrines and ways? You need something tangible, something physical, which will be the chip. Just like you have physical cash that we can still spend till this day. All right, you take your card out and you have to physically swipe it. So we ask, how do you make purchases without the chip in this system? And reading the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter, all right, the Lord is showing us that if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, right? And that's this device that we're speaking about. It's not sin. It's not philosophies. It's not anything else but a physical, digital implant, right? Where a barcode will be written in there. And when you have that barcode, this is what you will be able to see. All right? You become the system. See, this is just a sample, man, of what they putting out there in the movies. But this is exactly what it's going to look like. You got that bionic eye, right? You got the metaverse right here, right? See, and all this information is being downloaded into one system, all right? One hard drive, which is accessible by the elites. So you can't hide your ledgers. You can't. This is the society that they're pushing, where there's no privacy at all. I mean, look at this. So what we saw in China on the actual cameras, now this technology will be rewritten in you, where you're able to vision things. This is God. You see, this is the God on the left. It says that bionic eye that he has, where he's reading all this information. And there's many movies like this out there. They keep showing you this dystopian viewpoint. Why? Because this is what they're trying to bring. This is what they're in Davos doing. See, the spiritual demon Satan is leading all this, because we're coming to an end of an era where Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to come judge this place, right, and bring righteousness to his elect, right? So this mark has to come. And by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, he's going to put the spirit on his elect to reject this thing, all right? But most of the world are going to take it. They're going to have a grievous sore. And Yahweh Shai is going to deal with them. You see? Right? So this is what we're going into. You know, I hope it was plain upon tables. So it's not just about buying and selling. It's about bowing down to a system and picking a God that is not yours. Right? Because most people, they're going to want to be God. They're going to want this inside of them where they have this new technology. Right? Esau is vain. The nations are vain. The 2/3 are vain. Right? When they present this to him and say, you'll be able to see this. You'll be able to envision these things. You can be in the metaverse 24/7. It's a merging of man-machine and having Esau's code in you. All right, that charagma. So I hope this lesson has been edifying to the body and elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rahab Kodash, is the brother AHMATH. On to the next. Shalom.